Hello and welcome to my visual guide for Zodiark Extreme, our first Primal trial in Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. I really hope you all had a nice start into the expansion. The fight will start off with a HP cut to 1, healers make sure to get everyone top before the next hard hitting mechanic. After that he will cast Paradigma, spawning 2 behemoths and 2 harpies in the room. The 2 behemoths will always be on the bottom of the room and the 2 harpies always on top for the first cast, with the behemoths casting a chariot and the harpies a dynamo, leaving 2 save spots for the party. Make sure to go to the same save spot as a party, as the next mechanic will be a multi-hitting stack marker. Here's a little freeze frame for you guys to get a feeling of how big the save spot really is. Right afterwards, the stack marker will resolve hitting multiple times in a row, so healers, you remember the shiny new healing spells you got that heal multiple times consecutively? Here's a perfect time to test them out. After the stack damage comes to an end, Zodiark will cast a tank buster on a tank, dealing high damage in a small area around the tank, leaving a debuff that forces the tank swap too. Once this whole first section comes to an end, he will take some time, then cast Exotericos, summoning 2 portals on 2 edges of the room. There's one purple portal with a triangle and a red one with a square in it. Where he places them and what shape they have can be random, so let's break it down a little. The purple portal will cast a triangle AoE over the floor, and the red one will cleave half of the room in front of it, leaving obvious safe spots to move into. Please keep in mind that the portal's position and color may vary, but once you got a hang of it, there will be no problem in dodging them. Here's the in-game footage of how the mechanic will work out. Right afterwards he will cast Paradigma again, combined with a new mechanic, Algedon, that will knock you off the stage if you get hit by it. The harpies and behemoths will be random from now on, but once you've understood how they work, it will always work out the same. Zodiark will move either to the right or the left, indicating where the knockback will come from. It is so wide it will only leave half a donut for the party as a safe spot, so be careful. You can use your anti-knockback spell to prevent yourself from falling off the stage, but you will get a vulnerability stack, meaning you have to be really lucky to survive it. Shortly after that, Zodiark will cast Phobos, a red white AoE dealing a lot of damage and leaving a bleed on the party, kinda like Burnished Glory from E11S, so be ready to mitigate and heal the party appropriately. And if all of that wasn't already enough, he will start combining Paradigma and Exotericos, plus he will rotate the floor under you simultaneously. I know a lot of players have problems with wrapping their head around this, so let's break it down again. The Paradigma will spawn 2 alternating snakes this time, that laser the room in front of them. The portal will limit the amount of save spots you'll get, depending on which portal it is. Afterwards, Zodiark will twist the platform in the direction of the arrows, so you'll have to position where the save spot will be and not where it is right now. Due to the fact that there are no orange floor markers in this mechanic, be very precise on where you stand, because you might have the right idea where the safe space will be, but you might still get clipped due to bad positioning. Literally immediately after there will be another tank buster, so make sure to move away from the party and mitigate and swap accordingly. After surviving this, he will cast another pair of snakes and present a new mechanic, Adikia, punching 1 time left and 1 time right on the platform, leaving only north and south spaces to stand in. Don't forget the snakes though, as they might clip a little bit into your safe spot. After short downtime, Zodiark will roll out the ads phase, spawning 4 orbs in the room while charging power. He will annoy you with 3 sets of portals, introducing a new green portal that will straight Kamehameha your ass. So let's break it down a little bit. There will be 4 orbs, and we decided to focus the back 2 ones first because there are a lot of more portal combos that force downtime of the back 2. The green-purple portal combo leaves a triangular space right next to the purple portal, and the green-red combo leaves space on the opposite side of the red portal obviously. The patterns of the portals are randomized, so pay close attention to them. Once you've understood how they interact with each other and create safe spaces, don't worry that much anymore, dodging them will be no problem at all. Remember to kill the orbs fast though, as Zodiark is still charging power through all of this phase, resulting in an enraged kill of the party if he reaches 100. The higher the power, the more damage at the end of the phase, so be sure to mitigate properly if you took a tidbit too long for this. Next up is the falling meteors. Zodiark will 360 the stage, leaving hints of where the meteors will land. The upper line is always the 3 spaces furthest from the direction they are falling from. Make sure to look closely and memorize the pattern while Zodiark is untargetable, so you can execute the movement while dealing damage when he lands again. I like to look at the lowest row and take the safe spot close to the edge, but that's just personal preference. Right now, Zodiark will become targetable again while having you execute the dodging movement, and he will be casting 3 green portals with a small delay that have to be dodged at the end of the meteor dance. Here you can see he casts the outer green portals first, so we will stand in the middle, dodging outwards. Getting hit by them will result in high damage and a vuln stack, so do your healers a little favor and stay out of them. Zodiark will cast Paradigma, spawning 2 behemoths and 2 harpies at random places. In addition to that, he will rotate the platform while crossing the whole stage with a line of fire that rotates as well. So make sure you stand behind the fire or right next to the place it will stop. Additionally, you need to stand where a harpy will end up, of course, because the donut will be the only safe space. I know this looks like a lot, so let's make one last breakdown. So Zodiark will spawn 2 behemoths and 2 harpies at random places. Then a line of fire will cross the stage and he will show you in which direction the stage will get turned. The fire will leave behind a trail in the direction of the rotation, burning everything in it. The behemoths will still cast a chariot, so the only safe spot will be the half-burnt dynamo of the harpies, leaving the party unharmed. So TLDR, stand where a harpy will end up, stand behind the fire. Another tank buster after that, so use your personal mitigation and swap. And at this point he will just combine mechanics in different ways that we already know, so if you reach this point, it's just a matter of time before you kill it. He will start a new combination of portal plus knockback. The color of the portal and the direction he's knocking back from is of course random, so go in the safe spot accordingly. After that he will do the same exact rotate paradigma he did before, he will just add snakes to the mix, leaving out the behemoths. So stand behind the fire where no snake will end up and you should be A-okay. After the whole mechanic resolves, which looks absolutely satisfying by the way, another multi-hitting stack is waiting for us, so make sure everyone is topped going in, and your multi-hit healing cooldowns should be back up at this point, so don't underestimate how hard this spell hits. Followed by the stack, we will get a triple portal that go off one after another, so it should be cake at this point. Just keep in mind that the color of the portals and the location where he spawns them are completely random. After all 3 portals go off, he's raw double punching the ground again, so stand on the north or south side of the room. As I said, he will just repeat mechanics and combine them in different ways from that point. Having said that, he will 360 meteor fall us again, but as people struggle with this mechanic a little bit, I will play it again, showing my line of thoughts on the safe spots again. As stated, I look at the closest free space in the bottom row, then preemptively move there. Then the same thing again. Then I look for the closest third and just autopilot the movement afterwards. Just keep in mind he's attackable again once he lands, but if you don't struggle with damage, just make sure you don't die. Following the meteors, he will choose a random side to knockback us again from, so be quick on your feet. Again, keep in mind you can anti-knockback this, but you will still get the damage, but if you think you would survive it, just anti-knockback it. At this point, we do be missing something, don't we? Ah yes, another tank buster forcing a swap. A new combination of portals, fire, snakes and a stage twist will appear. Keep in mind the portals are unaffected by the stage turning, which makes this way easier. After that, players will start dropping puddles which have to be dodged one by one, resulting in a multi-hit stack again. So make sure to keep everyone topped and use mitigation to help out your heals a little bit, as players might get hit with puddles which can lead to deaths during the stack, making the stack hit even harder and causing a wipe. Another new combination of portals with the green beams will have its debut, which is a joke for us at this point, right guys? So just go to the safe spot in front of the green that appeared second and move out of it once the first beam went off. Another new combination of the paradigma mechanic with fire and a portal, limiting the safe spot in a different way than before, but once you get a hang of it and you understand how the mechanic works, the way to stay safe is the same as before. Move to the spot where a harpy will end up, where the fire stops, and where the side is safe from the portal. Make sure to not collect too many wound stacks, as he will cast Phobos again after that, the bleeding great white he did earlier, you remember, so be ready with topping the party. At this point, blow as many healing and mitigation cooldowns as you can, as the boss is going to die any minute now. After the bleed red white, he will do another triple portal mechanic with another knockback from the side, so nothing too special and nothing too special afterwards as well, but he will enrage at the end of the fight, leading to a wipe. I hope this was helpful to you guys. If you're looking for people to play with, make sure to join my Party Finder Discord, link in the description, and subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss out on more content like this. Take care of yourselves and have fun raiding, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next fight guide next week.